This is the Alliance Dispatch. Do you read us?
Welcome back to episode 15 of the Alliance Dispatch. My name is Danny, I'm dispatcher number 1, and with me I've got dispatcher number 2, 3 and 4. We're missing 5 again because he's being a weeb and watching Arcane, which I feel like's been out for like 3 weeks, but he's like binging it right now.
I'll be honest, I started watching it last night and I was like, I'll just watch like an episode every couple of days, and I finished it this morning.
Oh yeah,
How's that?
yet to watch it.
And the fact
It's
there's
really
only like
good.
nine episodes, so
Yeah,
easy.
I
Fast.
still haven't watched season 1.
and each episode is very good with the old cliffhanger. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, you,
Yeah.
And then Netflix are already rolling it. You're already being like,
Yeah.
let's get into
They're
the
like,
next one.
oh.
And you're like, okay, Netflix.
Oh. Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm
Find
sorry.
out next time.
I thought you still had time to watch the rest of this, so I just kept playing.
Yeah, it's when Netflix
But it is
shows
good.
you and it's like, are you still watching this? Press OK. And I'm like, have I watched that much Netflix today? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not asleep.
but it is very good.
Okay.
Yeah, it has no right being as good as what it is, considering it's.
right.
So
the
good they
content
cancelled it.
They didn't cancel
I
it.
don't.
They didn't cancel it. They finished it, and they're making
Yeah.
spin-off series.
Yeah.
This is-
Mhm.
yeah.
The right-
Watch your tongue. Watch your tongue.
Yeah. The right,
Got him.
But I remember the first series being. I watched the first series. I was like, "This is easily the best thing that's been on telly this year."
Yeah.
When that came out, and series 2, it's not as good as series 1, but it is still very, very good.
And
The
obviously we
finale.
had,
The finale was pretty insane.
Yeah,
Anyway, we're not a Wii podcast. We're a different kind of Wii
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
Nerd podcast.
So this week, no big tournaments at the weekend, but there were some.
there were some. I had fun with Finn. I got that out in the system on
You
Thursday.
did play, and luckily I didn't lose to it. I didn't win many
Did
games
you-
on Thursday, but I didn't lose to Finn.
Did you get a win?
I did. I beat Dooku.
Oh, it was Jake.
Yeah.
Jake on Dooku.
I beat Dooku, and I nearly beat Anakin as well.
It was the Anakin. Was it? Joel?
No, Joel.
Oh, Joel.
Oh, Finn was about. He was trying to take some names and numbers.
Yeah.
I got absolutely whooped by Dan and Cad Tarkintown.
Yeah.
That just wrecked my whole idea of sticking shields and everything, and I'll be fine. Because he's like, oh, Underworld.
Just ping something else that hasn't got a shield on it, mate. Easy.
Yeah.
Just go have more
Um,
than one unit on. Love win.
And then our game was good.
That
Like,
game was good because I won.
Yeah.
I was worried. I don't know why I was worried. I think I was just super worried that that could have been like if I had lost that, you could have had a rightful claim to dispatcher number 1.
Yeah.
And I'm not prepared.
getting the.
I'm not prepared for that
Not
yet.
prepared to give it up.
No. Cold day in hell. But after
Yeah.
that was my first proper weekend of playing Han Yellow weekday event tournament, and by the looks of how the scene has gone this weekend, I don't think Han Yellow's the answer.
No. It doesn't look that way.
So we
Because
might,
now it's time for Steve Stat section.
yeah, Steve
Triple
stats, no
S.
abbreviations.
Yeah.
Steve stats, Sage's
Back
stats.
to abbreviations.
Later stats, Steve stats. I don't know. Either way, it is still, unfortunately, SS is the name of the section.
Yeah,
But we'll figure something out. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
you need a new name.
Yeah, I need a new name. Yes.
Yeah, you need a new name.
I need a new name. So yeah, there wasn't. I was saying that there wasn't that many. There was still quite a few. How many tournaments did I get info for?
He's not got them up again. I
Yes.
didn't remind him before we hit record.
I got six results from 6 tournaments,
Right.
and there's starting to be like a clear top 3 and potentially like top 5 of stuff that you're gonna have to either, but that you definitely have to think about when you're building your decks, particularly because I guess we can say tournament season starts this weekend, right? It's packs
Yeah,
on blood in the States.
Showdowns are from December.
Showdown start. People are starting to think about PQs and things.
Yeah.
So the top 5 decks.
Oh wait. Can we try and guess them?
Okay,
Can we
so
try and guess them?
What
there
a
are
fun game.
there are 5 there are 5 decks
Yeah.
that I've earmarked. There are 2 for this weekend that were tied for 4th place.
Oh, 4th place. I was say tied for 1st place. Wonder what they are.
Place.
No.
I would say
Okay, go on.
Bosk is one of them. Bosk Blue.
Yup.
I'm gonna say Cad Red.
I'm gonna say
Oh, that's a no then.
No,
Cad Red.
not Cad Reds.
Quinlan Green.
No. No,
Oh,
the
we
other
suck
one
at this.
joined in 4th was Anakin Blue. So Boss
I almost said Annie Blue,
Boss
but I thought
Blue,
it'd be higher.
Annie.
I thought it'd be
Boss
3rd.
Blue and
I thought it'd be high.
yeah, Boss Blue and Annie Blue. 3rd this week. So they were both on 9%, and then 11% was what Michael thought. So it was
Cad
Cad.
Red.
Okay.
And then 15% in 2nd place.
Django?
Nah, Sabine.
It's Sabine.
Second
It's your
place, Sabine.
girl with
Nice win.
with 15%, and then with 22% of
Oh, it's a
top
Boba
cut
issue.
is Django
It's
Tarkintown.
not even that bad, is it? 22%.
22%.
Do you think it's just because so many people are playing it after Boba?
It is good.
Yeah, I
It
think
is
people
good.
would see the success.
It is good. It is a good, solid list.
I'm interested to see that Cad Red is 3rd place, and that it hasn't been decided who's better, Django or Cad yet, because it's effectively the same deck.
Actually, yeah, basically.
Yeah, because it's been interesting watching how the Django Tarkintown lists have developed over these 3 weeks. Because initially it's all space, go bang 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 space. Then there was like a sprinkling of
Low cost ground, wasn't there?
low cost
ISBs.
Yeah. Now they're starting to add in CADs in there as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's
Now,
like early ground unit, mid game space, and then just dropping Cad Bane units at the end.
Yeah.
I'd be sure you need to answer blue, right, with something, and Cad does do that.
Yeah. And yeah, which I found that quite interesting because it has slowly changed. But I think that list is now at its most optimum. I don't think anyone's going to put anything in there that's like, oh, that's funky. I think that list is now locked in for the season. Sabine is locked in for the season. The others,
It's been locked in
Anakin.
with the season with the set 2 deck.
Yeah.
Hey, relax. Some people have a couple of different cards in there, right?
Yeah, maybe you'll
do.
play Yolanden or.
Yeah, that's like one new card.
Yeah, Yularen. Why do you keep calling him Yolanden?
No, because I'm dyslexic,
Yolanden.
mate. It's my disability.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, can't
Being
check your
evil.
privilege, mate.
Yeah.
Sick of you.
Oh God, sorry.
But it's interesting to see that because the top 5 decks in general, so over the past 3 weeks, so in total, in 5th place we've got Yellow Han with just over 4%.
Yeah.
And then joint 4th with 5%, Ray Tarkintown, Boss Blue, Cad Bane Tarkintown.
Right.
Then a big jump, 9% for Anakin Blue in 3rd. And then 14% for Sabine ECL. And then Django is 17%.
And is that top cuts over the last 3 weeks?
Yeah. top cuts over the last 3 weeks.
Sure.
Wins in total. Top three: Django with 7, Sabine ECL with 4, and then Han Yellow with 3.
Ooh.
But Han Yellow didn't get one this week.
No,
The only two.
there was
The
one in
only
the
two
final.
lists. Yeah, the only two that have had a win each week is Django and Sabine.
Yeah.
But there's been a ton of different lists have won in general.
Yeah.
I think.
It's kind of
Which is healthy,
crazy
right?
how no
Yeah.
so no Anakins had won in the past 3 weeks.
In week 1, we had an Anakin Yellow and an Anakin Blue.
Oh, okay.
And that was that
wins.
that Comic Con, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could, because PAX Unplugged is a big one. Has that got like 3? Is that another 3-dayer? Like,
Yeah. So the events from this weekend, how big were they? Were they just like local, like 30s, or?
it was a bit of a mixture. Like,
Sure.
some were like 16. There was like a 30, maybe
Yeah.
a 40 people one. I think it was a funny one because there was nothing going on in the UK. There was one in Poland and one in Sweden. And it didn't look like there was much going on in the States, but it's Thanksgiving weekend, so I don't know if they.
Yeah,
Oh,
so they're
well,
not gonna. They really care about killing those Native Americans.
Eating pumpkin pie and yams.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
gonna say grits, but no, it's yams, isn't it?
Yams. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
sure.
it's a big sporting weekend as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
With the basketball.
So, but it's interesting to see that Sabine and Django are starting to run away with it a bit.
Yeah, because
Amongst the
looking
rappers.
at our locals as well a lot. So last weekend, Jamie won with Yoda Yellow. No, Yoda
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yoda Yellow. Then week before, he won with Boba with Hero Boba Blue. Thanks everyone for making him play that rubbish. And then the week before, I won with Cad Bane Green. And then Jimmy won the week before that with Quinlan. So it's, I don't know, like, locally, we're not seeing, obviously people aren't playing Sabine and Django. Because we've just got a lot of, like,
some
Kylo,
interesting
Sabine, Hero Palp, Anakin, Han, Cad, Mauls,
And don't forget
Kylo's,
the
Anakin's,
Asajj.
Han.
Yeah, there's a few people playing Asajj, aren't
There's some people, especially locally, playing Asajj.
Some people.
Yeah.
And then we've got the Hans this week with Cad, Kylo's, Anakin's. Yeah, it just feels a bit. It's interesting because if we're going in, because we've got a showdown next weekend, so it's like, do you focus up on being able to beat Django's and Sabine's, thinking that maybe some people might actually play them, or
I hope not.
Or are you, taking into like hyper aggro against Kylo's and Sabine's, and then kind of dealing with these like blue hero decks that are running like Anakin Blue or Quinlan Blue. Don't know. I don't think Han Yellow's the answer though, regardless, because I don't. Obviously he's really good into control matchups, and no one's playing blue green villain or Bosk Blue, are they? And
No.
I think even if they're, say Birmingham was happening this weekend, I'm still not convinced people would take that much hard control or soft control to an event. Because people just, I don't know, like the rumblings that I heard after Birmingham, after Boss Blue one, was everyone's like, I'm not playing hard control, jog on.
Yeah.
I think you'll still get the people that do take it. They bring it and they're like, oh, there's just the one bloke out of 40 that just brings it.
Well, maybe I'll be that guy at the showdown next weekend. I'll just be like,
it's their tournament list.
If you bring like Power Blue or something,
I'll just go to Thonk, and just be like, I'm going to copy his deck. Power of the Dark Side, Power of the Dark Side, Power of the Dark Side. Like,
well, I can't wait to be playing Han next week.
Well, and then I'll play J round 1 and lose, and I'll be very sad. But
with them, not doing a cut, will that discourage people to play hard control?
Oh, what do you think they'll just be like frightened of the of like
Well, what
getting
if you
one
get
aggro?
run over? Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you can't win.
People
because you've got
tilt towards aggro at that point, right?
you've got Ethan who will be definitely playing Kylo Yellow, right? And that
Yeah,
is
that's
a
what it is.
quick deck.
Yeah.
And we'll just run you over if you don't manage to get your top targets and stuff in play and get removal in. Yeah, I feel like what you want is like a nice mid-range deck like Boba Yellow, but you can't like Boba Yellow would be
That'd be
so good right now. Like it would
It would,
laugh
yeah.
all over Sabine and Django.
I think we should start a petition to bring him back.
Boba Yellow.
Yeah.
Or just Boba. Yeah, no, Boba Green, that was a bit ridiculous, but Boba Yellow, let's go.
Yeah.
Why doesn't that work with Django?
Why does what not work with Django?
Double yellow.
It does, doesn't it? It's got its own
I've
like
seen a
little
couple of people do
archetype.
it.
Yeah, the issue I find with it is not being able to get the extra resource out of your waylays and your cunnings to sneak like Greedos in curve really damages the tempo against Sabine, which was something that made it really good into that matchup. And you probably just have to look at it, like build it in a different way and look at it in a different way to get it to function as it did. And you can probably still get a half decent deck out of it. But I think the power of the pings that you get out of red just synergize so much better with Django than just bouncing and buffing stuff. Like that stuff really worked with Boba, and Boba Red was alright, but Django Red's miles higher in power level because of that ability to be like Relentless Raider, ping 2 to base. By the way, that thing I just pinged, it's now tapped. Yeah.
And that's why I like it.
I mean, I would have.
It is good.
I mean, yeah, the deck that if the deck I had played last season got a buff and didn't get banned, I think I'd quite enjoy it as well.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's going to be next Saturday. Is going to be interesting. Like, how many extra people will we get?
True.
Yeah.
Because
we do get a bit
not running one, maybe we'll get those boys up.
Yeah.
Possibly. They normally come or have come historically.
Yeah,
anyway.
more than likely. Right?
Yeah.
We'd get there.
Yeah.
Do you think Silk will turn up?
Maybe.
He's coming to the
possibly-
PQ. I know that, but
Possibly some
Hi,
people from
Silk.
Alpha.
he doesn't watch
Are
us.
Alpha doing their PQ or Showdown at the same time at Athena's? I saw in the
No,
chat.
it's Showdown, and it's the same weekend as London.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can't read a calendar,
'Cause
and I
Stephen
caused
can't
mass
read a
panic
calendar.
by accident.
And I've contacted all the other stores locally, and they've said they are running them,
Cool.
but they haven't got dates yet. Which
Nice.
is good for us, but not good for anyone who doesn't live anywhere near Norfolk, England.
True.
I'm just staring at 3DB on my second monitor, just being like, what's a good mid-range deck that will go well into Sabine and blue and red Django? I'm just like, I still think it's Cad Green. I think if I take a better sideboard,
It's either Cad Green or Cad Blue. I got
Yeah.
absolutely destroyed by Cad Blue. He actually wiped the floor with me playing Powers of the Dark Side.
yeah,
What's the Relentless Pursuit? Yeah, the one that captures and gives a shield.
Yeah.
Fuck me, so disruptive.
and there's a decent amount of underworld in blue as well because you get like Pike Sentinel,
Yeah.
that's an underworld,
Yeah.
and a 2/3 Sentinel, like, so it's like perfect into both of them really. Like it stops all their little puny 1-drops as well as Sabine's running like a madman up high, and you can still run like mercenary gunship, Black Suns, and the L-38. Is that what it's called? The new ping ship.
Yeah,
something like that.
And
Yeah.
then
Oh,
that's going to be more than enough space on top of all the general pinging that you have. Should probably see you through. While you're just going, here's Zuckus and Forlom on the ground, which you can't really deal with other than tap. Like, I didn't have a problem with the one Django Red that I played at Birmingham, and he was playing the not the full space version, was playing that kind of, he was playing Forloms and Zuckuses himself, so it was a bit, it's definitely more traditional Boba kind of red without the space, which Boba Red didn't really do that either. But so I wonder whether or not, if I get rid of my gimmicky sideboard of like Dryden Voss and Relentless Pursuits, and put something else a bit more meaningful in there to help with maybe more space or something. Like, is that enough to continue on?
Is Palp the answer?
Well, no, because Sabine's the second most popular deck, and you die.
Yeah, unless you just decide to miss them all in your Swiss, then you're probably gonna get shat on.
Yeah, like I wouldn't play at the showdown because you'll hit Sabine, probably, or Kylo or something, and you'll be dead.
Yeah.
Like, you might be able to eke it out if you'd have to tech your Palp into not dying easily. Like Palp Green's kind of gone to the wayside now. It seems like Palp Blue is a lot more popular. But I'm not really sure why.
Palp Yellow seems to be doing all right.
Palp Yellow is also doing good.
People love that change sides malarkey.
Yeah. And you can play CAD.
Yeah.
It's just got more options, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's tough. If the showdown was tomorrow, I would sleeve Cad Green back up.
Yeah, I just bring this Sabine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't try anything else. I wouldn't try and play a Sarge into it or anything like that.
Yeah,
that would be murder.
I assume, Stephen, you're just on the Django Red train.
I'll be Django Red.
Yeah, and I assume you'll be playing him this week.
Yeah. Like I said, it'll be a Trash Panda deck 1 week, and then.
Well, you're not going to play a Trash Panda deck next week because that's the Thursday before Showdown. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sold on what my deck is.
My boy's on the new meta.
Yeah, mine's just a little different as well, which I quite like.
The spice.
Yeah,
not
quite spice. Yeah, not quite spice, but it's really because of how different the Americans play the game to the Europeans.
Yeah,
they will have their sideboard to deal with certain things, and I'm like, no, I want that shit in my main because people over here play the game completely different to you guys. I find it absolutely insane that they don't have Fang Fighters in their main.
But then if people are playing properly, I don't even think Dark Shaber will be in a Sabine deck.
But that's not just for Sabine though. Like it gets rid of any.
Yeah, it does. And like you can get rid of the Flamer on Django.
Get rid of Flamer. You can get rid of bounties.
Yeah. Bounties on Bosk and...
Yeah. Bosk puts top target on one of your dudes, and then you go, Bang Fighter, get rid of that.
Yeah. Feels pretty good.
It does feel good. I've done that.
Yeah, that's why I've got McClunky in my deck, just to be like, of just one cost. Like, there's a bounty on it. Get out of there.
Yeah. Get out of here.
I don't even care if you do any damage. I'll pay 1 to return this back to my hand. Thank you.
That's the only reason I have Waylay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Spare the Target. Awful card. Never play it. If you're out there and you're playing Spare the Target in your deck, change it about to Waylay.
Yeah.
Because you need to bounce your own stuff.
And you're pretty set on Han, Jay?
Yeah, I think so. More because I've just bought it, so I am going to play it now.
Yeah. You know,
I've
the
spent
most
money
honest
on it.
answer.
yeah.
I've got way too many. I've got way too many fancy GJs.
Well, I can't
to
see from
not
all the
play it
bling,
now.
mate. It's blinding me.
Viewers are going to be absolutely stunned.
So yeah, I'm going to have to. Basically, there's no choice.
Yeah.
I think it's a good deck. It's just one of those ones where I think I need to play a little bit more to.
Yeah, it's like we're saying. It's like we were playing 4D chess in our mirror match, weren't we? Like
the mirror match is awful.
yeah, and like when I was like scratching my head about setting up to play cunning next turn, and then I did that, but then you just set up to play cunning in that turn, and then tapped my cunning, and then buffed your guy, and I was just like, oh no, I've cunninged first, and now that was a mistake. It was
yeah, it's such weird interaction.
Yeah,
that just don't come up in any other game.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird one. But yeah, I just continue, Stephen.
I was going to say one thing that's quite interesting about those lists that are currently like the top 5 that you have to think about. Now there are 2 of them. It's still quite expensive for what it is, but it's not really made like any impact at all as a card. Not yet.
That is true. Yeah.
Nope.
I think there's a lot of people that are banking on it being good.
Yeah.
Because on paper it should be real good.
Yeah, like on paper it's mental what you can do with it.
Yeah, I mean the games where you play Zucker's turn 2 and then fall on turn 3, those games feel pretty good. It's just, I think it's just really understated in the fact that it's kind of just like instant ramp, and you either get it and you play it and it feels good, or you just resource it and it just feels like a resupply and you just carry on.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's as big of a splash card as we all thought it was gonna be, and I think it's good enough to like be in people's decks and play it, but I just don't think it's as good into every game as we were all expecting it to be, or have as big as an impact as we were expecting it to be. Considering like the main tribes you can play it in is Underworld, Jedi, Republic, Force, Wookiees.
Yeah.
Wookiees. One day.
I've got it built, but I wouldn't dare play it.
No, I do have it built also, but I'm not bringing that to a showdown. I'm not that crazy.
Is this the Yoda Wookiees deck you're talking about, or is this some?
Yoda,
just the Chewie Wookiee deck, mate.
Just Chewie.
Oh, Chewie.
Come on, a full-on tribal.
Chewie yellow, and you just play Chief Tearful on like turn 3, and the guy's a monster. Will win you the game until he just gets felled to dragoned or something. But
when he get felled up, what's his power?
Is it might be a 4/7. All right, he'll get vanquished because people are playing Vanquished again, which I find very odd.
Yeah. You get to choose what
3/9.
you're going after. 3/9, that's it. He is low, but his health is
3/9.
super high.
Okay, I'll take it all back. Maybe I will play Wookiees.
Yeah, I expect bad one.
Because you can play Unit Chewie turn 2, eat your life out, Sabine.
That's a good play. Do we think that the price of it will start to come down?
Or I don't really know why it went up.
It jumped so considerably.
Like, how is now there are 2 of them, like a 30 quid card, but Cad Bane's a 15 quid card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be the fact that just like
considering that Django is one of the most popular decks at the moment.
Yeah.
How is Cad not more expensive?
I don't know. I still haven't got.
Might just be pull rate.
Yeah. If this was set 1, I just feel like, Cad would have been the Vader at 45 quid.
Yeah. And Vader still is 45 quid as well.
Yeah, I saw one on sale today for 40, There's a foil Luke for 45, and I think that's the first time I've seen a Luke more expensive than a Vader. And then I realised it was in foil.
I
But...
saw
real
a
good.
guy selling it on eBay. He was selling 3, and he was selling 3 for like 120. That's 40 quid a card.
Vaders?
Yeah.
Sure.
I was like, that's a pretty good deal. 40 quid a card.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to get the quick sales out the way before reprint comes in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Which I don't even reckon it will tank the prices that much.
Yeah, people are already opening it in UK. Like some people have already got their hands on it in the UK, but prices aren't fucking changing, are they?
No. I still need to get some Lukes in hand. So if
Yeah.
you want to sell me a Luke for like 25 quid, I need 2. Let me know.
Oh, yeah. Or you could do a little set one draft, couldn't we?
Could do a little set one draft. That'd be cute, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I remember.
Be like the good old days.
Yeah, good old day. I don't think I did a draft for set one.
I won with Jin.
I was
won with I won with Boba. I remember I played Boba in one of our drafts.
That was a really big.
Boba.
That's where we had like 3 pods going, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
there was loads, wasn't
and
there?
no one's ever shown. Like now we just get like 9. Where's everyone gone? Why does everyone hate draft? Why do you hate draft, Michael? Show up.
It's just because I peaked so early, and then all the other times, just like I kept on
We
losing.
go for a
and I was like,
Weatherspoons breakfast. Just lovely.
Yeah,
We do
do.
go for
We
a
go for it.
Weatherspoons breakfast before a draft.
It's a lovely day.
You guys go out for a little breakfast date.
Yeah.
Some
Well,
Yeah.
I guess we'll have a breakfast date before the showdown as well. We'll post our table number and spoons on the old social media.
Yeah.
See if we can get some plates of peas on it. Coming out.
That's literally what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Isn't that like the Facebook group that's called like the game or something? You post it in there, and then it just goes.
Yeah, but you only get food if you're attractive.
Yeah.
Well, food coming out our table, lads.
I don't think it will, unless they really like bearded men.
there's a niche for it.
There is a niche.
Ooh, I'm excited. Right, I think before we despair at the meta being stale already, solved in 1 month. That'll be the name of the video. Episode 15. Meta solved. Is the game stale? Question mark. Big arrow pointing to a stale biscuit.
Picture of one of us in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the white border around the.
Yeah. Our thumbnail game needs to go up. I think needs to go up. I was also thinking now that I've got all this time off, that I might do a deck tech video on Cad Green. I've thought about it today. And I've not done it yet, so I might hit the old record and talk to myself about that deck, and then probably end up playing it on Saturday, and then everyone will know my deck and what I'm doing every turn. But assuming anyone watches our video, I don't think our three viewers will be at Norwich's showdown.
My Maul video got like 700, and that's been put back in as a short.
Yeah.
As well. They keep messing around with whether it's a short or an actual video. It was meant to be a short, so that's good. It's been. That's why I say at the end.
I'll do
Balls.
I'm gonna do a nerdy like woo / Thork / Bobby Sapphire floaty head half an hour. Be like, this is my sideboard. This is why I've picked the cards. They're good.
You're not gonna have like a face and hand cam and then just go through your deck like that.
I mean, I have got another webcam, so I could.
Another webcam.
Danny 2 webcams.
Danny 2 cams. That's what they call me.
There's Jamie.
I've got one.
Yeah, and I could give him this one, but I'm not going to.
Make him bad.
About sending a message.
I did have a really rubbish one that I was going to give him, like proper square aspect ratioed.
Oh god.
Oh god.
But I couldn't find it to give it to him as the beam. So if if anyone wants to set up a Patreon and then subscribe to the Patreon to help Jamie get a webcam and Jay a new hat.
I've nearly run out of different hats to wear.
Oh Jesus.
I think I've got one more. I think I've got one more extra one. It's alright.
And then we'll find something that I, Michael, and Stephen want.
Well, we might need some streaming gear because we're going to be streaming the queue.
We've still got. Yeah, we have. Well, yeah, we have got that. Like, I've got that. I've got this arm. This is what I play my webcam games on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pop goes down like that, and I put the webcam on. And so if anyone wants a webcam game, let me know.
Nerd cave, isn't it, Danny?
Yeah, this is my office. Hello.
Yeah. Nah, nerd cave.
No, there's nothing cavey about it. There's a lot of plastic in here though. A lot of plastic and cardboard. And paint.
Just a cloud of plastic glue, just to keep
it in the air. Yeah.
It's a really strong smell.
Yeah. Nothing. Do you know what that smell of plastic glue takes me right back to watching Lord of the Rings? That smell makes me think about Lord of the Rings because when I was like 12, I just had Lord of the Rings on repeat while gluing Warhammer plastic.
While huffing glue.
While hotboxing my room by accident because I didn't realise what hotboxing was back then. But I was having a great time. Just lots of plastic glue, no ventilation, Lord of the Rings. You recommend it to anybody.
Yeah, you looked at the bottle and it said used in an open, aired, sort of room.
No, literally just says fire.
Now, as an exclamation mark, that must mean something.
Nah, I think that says
don't eat.
Yeah. Read. There's an extra little. I think it might be on the box where it says open the window.
Not a research warning.
No, clearly I didn't at 12 years old. Had a great time.
The first time I base coated any minis with rattle cans, I did it indoors in my bathroom. Didn't open any windows and nearly passed out.
Oh God!
Yeah, that was wishing for death. That is.
That's so bad.
Witness me. I think I've got a
it wasn't like one unit either. It was like a full Space Marine army, and I'm just like, yeah, let's go. Hey,
I probably took 30 years off your life.
I may look like I'm in my 40s, but I am actually 21.
Your heart's an old man.
Yeah,
he's actually just 10 or whatever. Just aged horribly
because of that one rattle can session.
Yeah. Right. Passing thoughts and questions. We'll start with Stephen, number 2.
I am quite hyped for Store Showdown season. I love a showdown, and I'm just to echo my thoughts on it last week. I'm just looking forward to getting out, playing some games, meeting some folk, going to pubs. Yeah. That's me.
Yeah, love it.
Pubs.
I mean, Jay is obviously going to say he loves going to the pub. What else do you feel? What else are you leaving thoughts, comments? And if anybody has any help or literature to send
I feel like you've just done it for me then. I'm going to go with the same feeling of Stephen. Love a little bit of travel, go to the pub with the boys, get some games in. Love it.
I mean, the fact we're not playing in the PQ because we're streaming it, I assume we're both going super sweaty next Saturday and be like,
stream my game 1 though, because then I'll be submarining after that. So
well, you're going to come join us, aren't you, afterwards? So.
Yeah, once I've been out on a mountaintop car,
when you've been out,
I'll sit down. I'm going to get a bow tie.
I'm excited to stream the PQ. I think it's going to be fun.
Mikhail?
I can't wait to play in the showdown and come 17th or something, and I can't wait to play in the PQ and come 29th. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Binning out. You're really looking forward to binning out.
Binning out so hard because I don't know, I just get force choked 3 times. I lose my shit. Just go home.
It's funny because
hopefully Jamie.
Jamie.
Well, I was just gonna say the king of binning out actually isn't on this stream today.
No.
Did you guys talk about last week when he said that he had brought the?
He had cracked the meta. He had hard countered. It was the correct choice, and that's why he did so.
Birmingham winning deck in his hands.
In his hands, he's so confident on the deck. I've heard that he's going to play it next weekend.
No, he's not. Have you seen his Yoda? Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Seen
we'll
his
have to
Yoda
review
yellow
the
obsession.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
I did enjoy his ultimate binning out at locals the week. Was it the week before? With his
Oh, with
Quinlan.
Quinlan, which made him hard pivot.
Yeah.
When he
Yeah,
binned
when
out
he's-
at Zatu, and then he binned out at Athena and went, I'm changing my deck.
Yeah, but he showed up late, so
Mm.
didn't get a game in the first round. Lost to you in the second round, and then got the bye in the third round.
Yeah,
Just went home.
Yeah,
Just going home.
that was a good. That was a good week.
That was
God,
fun.
Imagine turning up and in 3 hours you play one game of Swoop.
Yeah. Yeah, I just because the chat has started kicking off in the old WhatsApp group about Nottingham and like Airbnbs. I am looking forward to PQs.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
keen.
But you guys need to stop bullying me so much, okay?
Seems unlikely. And the showdowns, I say we'll get the dates in and we'll get them locked in.
Is it because you don't enjoy our hotel choices?
Yeah, I think I've complained a bit too much, and now everyone's just using that as a joke now.
We'll find a nice 5-star in Nottingham, Michael, and they can all cram in a shoebox and
I'm not sure that exists.
listen to Danny snore for 4 hours before the game.
And I snore like a trooper.
Yeah. Jamie and Ethan, they were loving it.
Yeah, I still must like. I assume when we're in the hostel, just when we're in Scotland, like that room of like 27 people, I'm the problem. It's me.
Yeah.
There was like 4 people snoring in those rooms. So I think you had a free pass.
Yes. Okay. Right.
just
We're
want my
actually
headphones.
under 45 minutes. We're at 41 minutes right now. So,
Oh my.
for technical and legal reasons, I'm going to stop recording. Thanks everyone who's made it through this rambling of 41 minutes. Remember to share, like, and subscribe. Drink Prime. And I'd rather be lucky than good.
Hit him with a bro fist. Oh, bro fist.
Like a breakfast.
Jay, you gotta give us a
Jay,
break.
I'm feeling like I'm the only one that hasn't done it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.